Hey, what's going on, guys? Junkers here, here for you. Looking at the STG today. Um, yeah, let's look at it. It is the 416 on steroids, absolute steroids. It is a monster. Is it something that I think that needs to be bought per se? Maybe, maybe not. That's up to you. If you enjoyed the 416, you would definitely enjoy a version of it that has more alpha, less DPM, but more alpha, better accuracy, and decent aim time for a 122. Like the stats on this thing right here, insane. Let's just talk about that right now. Insane. This is crazy. These stats for a 122 on a medium tank. The reload rate 11 seconds. You know, that's what you expect for the mobility you get, but it hits like a dump truck. Hitting a Scorpion for almost 600 HE damage is nice. Let's just say that right now, straight up. That's really nice. But without further ado, thoughts and things on this. I don't have any gameplay for you. I streamed it yesterday, so this will be like a quick overview of what I thought of the tank. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think it looks great. The armor for what it has is decent. It basically a 140 turret, it seems like, on top, 240 effective, I believe, at certain points. The only annoying weak spot, obviously, right here is a cupola, which you can see at the front. The hull is Swiss cheese, and that's what it will look like if you decide to let people shoot it. I have a normal equipment loadout on it, rammer, vert, and vents. You could, if you feel you want it the aim to be a little lower, you can probably drop the vents and go with a gun lane drive if you felt that way. I'm running food because it makes money regardless. You do 3,000 damage ish. If you're able to attain that. I'm not really gonna base it off player skill, but if you can attain 3,000 damage, you're looking to probably make something close to like 80,000 ish. Not take home, but that's how much you overall make. Obviously, not counting the APCR, the AP, or the food. If you can do over 4, you're sitting in the 100,000s. And you turn on a booster, oh, you're sitting pretty. But we're gonna get into basically that right now, talking about whether or not I think it's better than anything else you could currently buy. So let's bring up the comparisons for this. Now, obviously, its direct counter that you'd be looking at back and forth is the Mod 1. The Mod 1 just received a buff just recently, so it's sitting on a better turret. I believe the cheeks are like 300 effective now. It's like 350 effective or something like that. Some ridiculous number of effective. The cheeks, not the turret face, but the cheeks. On the outside, I believe that the outside of the turrets are basically lull. Unless you're looking at something directly, you're not really going through it. That has a lot to work with when you're trying to balance yourself over hills. I believe that's 7 degrees of gun depression. It has a 100 mil. Aim time's a little worse. Accuracy a little worse, I think. Sorry, no, aim time's better. Accuracy's a little worse. And that's something you're gonna be looking at when you compare the two together. Do you prefer a faster firing gun with less alpha, or would you want a gun with more alpha with better gun handling? Like, it doesn't make any sense when you think about Russian stuff like that, especially. To me, I'm still kind of taken aback by it a little bit, but I do like the Guard, but I kind of still like the Mod 1 better. But I mean, I only have about 20 games-ish in the Guard, maybe 25 games in the Guard. So, I mean, I've gotten the hang of it now. You play it just like a TD, like I was saying before, play it like a TD. Get in some camo snipe positions, and you're pumping out good damage every 11 seconds. It's decent. It's decent. I do like it. But the Mod 1 is definitely a hill fighter. So if depending on your play style, I would say that they're okay. But when it comes to like price, because that's what's going to affect this now, you've got 2 other tanks in the same thing. We have the Sabaton tank, which came out, the P Victoria, and the Lorraine 40T. The P Victoria is your hold down monster brawler, good luck trying to pin me, I don't care what you gotta say type tank, and I adore it for that, but I cannot get over its aim time on that gun. It's 2 seconds, then it feels like it needs to be a little bit lower. It feels like it needs to be like 1.8, maybe 1.7 for the type of gun that it is. I would even take a worse gun to have better aim time, just to be able to punish people more for the ability, I'm sorry, just just to be able to hit people more often, because it feels like I fire too quickly. I know this is all on me, you know, this is just my firing habits, and I need to work on this for me. And it may work out for you better, it may work out better for you, but for right now, for me, it kicks in my butt. But I do enjoy the Victoria for that alone, just the hill fighting. I absolutely love it, but everything else about it, slow, no hull armor, obviously. It does suffer from ammo racks a lot, rear engine deck fires, things like that. It's a little flimsy, but when it's hull down, it is a beast, and that much I enjoyed. And then there's the Lorraine, which the Lorraine is just king. I really don't think there's any reason, if you need a medium tank that makes money, if you buy anything other than a Lorraine, you have made a mistake when it comes to a medium tank. I cannot see why you would not do it. The camo itself looks fantastic, just fantastic. The 232 pin 263 compared to the Guard's 212. I think the Sabaton has is it 2 something? I believe it's over 2. But it's ABCR, APCR, so I think like 2 something, 220, like that. I think 250, and then the Mod 1 has, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm reading all this stuff right now. 190, 247, which is whatever. But you're not gonna beat this gun when it comes to this stuff. The dispersion, gun handling, it's a little iffy, but it's not a load. You should expect that. It does work. It does work. I cannot get over how good this tank actually is. And if you're looking for a premium tank that you really need, it's the Lorraine. I don't know. I can't with it. But it's just to show you what there is with it all together. Now, we're gonna take a look and see how much this thing actually costs. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna pull it up for you real quick. I don't think, if we're talking like almost $50 for this tank, it's not worth it. Buy a Lorraine. Just buy a Lorraine. Just buy a Lorraine. And if you already own a Mod 1, don't bother with the Guard unless you specifically want something that plays just like a TD with Alpha. That's kind of how it is. If you're a tank collector, you'll enjoy it probably, but if you don't need it, you don't need it. You don't need it. Put it that way. So let's switch over to... Oh, there we go. And it looks like, yep, there we go. It is $43. I love this thing. You're going to probably avoid this. You don't need this. That's irrelevant. Really, I mean, if you're sitting pretty, you got the money, and you think it's okay to go with $43, you know, I mean, knock yourself out. I don't think it's worth it. I wouldn't really roll myself into it. I don't think I'd do it. I really don't. I think I'd pass. I would pass and wait till it appears in the garage at some point and buy it with gold or something. $43 is a little expensive for me for what I think it's worth, but if you like it, that's it. If going back to the way the tanks look though, I would say straight up with me, Lorraine. And then it's probably either your choice of either 3. I think they all kind of roll in the same way. I mean, they all have their strengths. The Mod 1 has a good turret. Victoria has a good turret, and this thing has Alpha with good gun handling. So, completely up to you on that choice. But I want to give you guys little options there. If you guys do want to see gameplay, I'll probably link that in the description down below. If you like the video, let me do more of these. I haven't done a Let's Look at a tank in a long time, and now it's much easier to do it actually in the garage. So I wanted to just try and give that a real quick shot for you guys. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the Twitch stream. Thanks for watching. See you later.